Racing supports South African motorsport. It's Zwartkops, it's round 5 of the Pro Tour, and this week we pick up on action from the Gold Bargain Challenge and the Altec Porsche Club Challenge. A big thanks as always to Gold Bargain for this action from the Pro Tour at Zwartkops. Just under 25 cars about to go and do action in the A and C of Gold Bargain Challenge. Class A very competitive field, and Class C starting to get to grips with what is going to be some of the most competitive racing we have in the country. In qualifying though, Lee Thompson seemed to be the man to beat in Class A in a brand new Polo, outdoing George Economides and Derek Smallberger, and Andre Needham, king of Class C, ahead of Adrian Wood and Keegan Blackensee.
Eddie, back at Zwartkops, I know you can run good here, but man, it's been a hard 2011 season for you. Cape Town, you just got knocked all over the place.
Yeah, after last season, pretty good results and stuff. Been struggling a little bit with reliability, a couple of incidents during the races. Yesterday again, a little bit of issues with the TPS, but seems to be all sorted. I think our race pace will be good again, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting race.
Brad, the Class C's has been a bun fight this year, 2011, super tight here at Kailami as well. 5 guys on the same half second.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I was just saying to you, it's brilliant to have so many guys looking for turn 1 all at the same time. It's fantastic. I mean, racing, it couldn't be better, eh?
Doesn't get much closer than this. Heading off down towards turn number 1. Looks like a good start there from Lee Thompson in a brand new car, Nate. How do you build a car 3 weeks and don't even test it and then come and race it on the very first time out?
Yeah, welcome back to Lee Thompson. He does that, eh? He just gets in it, does the work. If it's good, it's good. If it's not good, he works hard to get it good. Having a look going defensive is George Economides. Derek Smallberger following him to make sure they get through turn 1. Lee Thompson's got his head down and going though.
Speaking of going, here goes Class C, and Needham with a good start. Looks like Brad Hall going to go side by side with Blackensee as they go into turn 1. Adrian Wood not getting to grips with the circuit so early on, had a little bit of problems in the qualifying, but you can see him just into 5th place now and starting to hassle those boys in the green Golf just in the background.
Superb start though by Needham though. He puts his head down and he goes away. He's taken about 50 yards out of the guys already, and this is like turn 2. Back to Class A, we've got Smallberger, we've got Jean Gerber. There's Jody Robertson in a newly painted Polo, all over the show. Unleaded car from Derek Smallberger ahead of Voldy Mankies as they go to the top of the shelf here. Let's have a look. Can Voldy go up the inside? No, just closes out on Derek on the unleaded Polo, and he's going to put his head down and go at him.
I love the way that this car has come to grips very nicely during the season. Voldy's starting to pressurize him though, and behind him comes the SEW Eurodrive machine of Rodriguez. So Rodriguez in the mix. A little bit further back now, picking up on action in Class C. Check this out, Tyrell going to Sami. Whoa, he's being forced wide. You can see these boys are going at it. The 16 car in there. Woohoo, awesome stuff from them. I can tell you something, these guys are not holding anything back.
That's young Ramsey going up the inside, and he's trying as hard as he possibly can. He's had new shock absorbers and springs fitted in that car, and he's loving it right now. Have a look at this, 3, 2, 1. Wood having a look inside, outside. Oh, he loses that position again. Ramsey loses the spot that he's just taken.
95 Sean Niemand. In the background, big problems. Look at that, spinning out. Oh no, that's going to be costly. Yeah, that's the Coney car. I think that's probably going to be James Hurley. And by the looks of things, I think that was Anton Needham. Wyatt, Anton Needham, the two of them coming together. And as they come into turn 2 now, next corner, things are now sorted out. Well, are they? That's what we always say. But the race is not done yet, especially if Devin Piazza Musa has anything to say about it.
Young Wood going through there quite nicely though. Derek Smallberger still under pressure from Voldy Mankies. He's followed there by Eddie Rodriguez and John Gerber. Behind John Gerber we've got Jody Robertson. This is a great race. Out in front though is still Lee Thompson and George Economides, not Eddie. They're going away as hard as they possibly can. There's onboard camera footage of that from Derek Smallberger's car.
Into Gold Bargain corner, and Thompson hasn't been able to break the gap yet. He's starting to put the pressure on and trying to get away, but the Wealth Avenue machine in second place. Look at how Smallberger's having to work though. He is under big pressure there from Mankies and Rodriguez, but further back, Wood has got through. He's got ahead of Niemand and Needham, so those boys are really going at it now. Adrian Wood, if he's able to get through this field, might be able to bridge the gap between himself and the leading 3 cars.
He's under pressure though, Greg. He's trying as hard as he possibly can to go forward, but he's got to look in his mirrors because the guys behind him want a piece of that action too. They are all going at Young Wood.
Certainly are at the front end though. Needham leads this one out, don't forget that. Second place is a fantastic battle between Brad Hall and of course Keegan Blackensee. Blackensee looking to possibly take his very first victory here today. Even get up onto the top step of the podium. Top step of the podium right now is Lee Thompson's. Then we've got Economides. And behind them, it is a fantastic battle. 2 polo players, the Golf 1, and of course a magnificently turned out car there of Smallburgers, which is just getting better and better every time it goes out.
These guys are trying as hard as they can. They go practicing virtually every week, and that's what it takes. A whole bunch of time in the seat and a lot of hard work. John Cabot trying as hard as he possibly can to make Rodriguez make an error. But he's been there before, he's done this a lot, and he's had a really hard year, so he's looking for some kind of result here today.
Well, Rodriguez just wants to finish, because remember down in Cape Town, he just got beaten up, and in his interview at the beginning of the show, we heard just how hectic it was. A bit further back now, things have closed up. Wood has broken the gap on the second group, starting to close onto the first group, but the battle continues here for what is going to be 5th place, 4th and 5th place, and it's a super... Oh, Ramsey, well done, boy. How did you hang on to that one?
Around the outside, that takes huge kahunas. Well done, young Jan.
So as they come into Renexcon corner, there's a little bit of a late outbreaking there. Devin Piazzamusa looking for a way to go through with that 95 car there of Sean Needham. Really a good turnout there as well, and also the rookie tape on there. So remember, that's a brand new driver to the series, probably only about his 2nd race in, and all problems for Needham as we're talking. Needham slows up down the back straightaway. Something's gone wrong, and Blackensea has taken the lead, but Brad Hall now says, right, it's mine. I'm going to take you up onto the top here. He has a look on the inside. Needham goes with him. Oh, this is going to get real.
Indeed, bang! Blackensea goes into the back of Brad Hall. Needham goes back up the inside. So whatever problem he had, he's managed to sort it out. He probably missed a gear or something to that effect, and he is trying as hard as he can. But these guys mustn't fall asleep, because Wood is right there. He's actually going up the inside. Wood has gone up the inside of Blackensea. No, not this time. Brad Hall. Blackensea goes around the outside of Brad Hall, going into the last corner on the racetrack.
Yeah, I'm loving the fact that he had the indicator on as well, saying I'm going to go around the outside, I'm going to make it stick.
And he goes
inside! Oh, that's awesome! Inside of Needham, side by side through turn 1, BMW Performance corner. And BMW must be thinking to himself, there's 4 Golf 1s and they've all gone through us. Oh man, this is brilliant racing.
Brad Hall holds Wood out as long as he possibly can. He's using up all the racetrack. But these 2 guys mustn't scrap, because if they play it properly, they can have a go at the lead, because Blackensea and Needham are battling at it. Needham is defending as hard as he possibly can. Blackensea goes around the outside. Needham must have a problem. I'm sure he's either lost a gear or he's battling with a gearbox. They go around the fastest part of the corner together. Needham almost getting it completely wrong. Well caught there by Andre Needham, and on the road he goes.
Yeah, only just though. He only managed to keep it on the black stuff as they come up. Oh, Taparoo into Sassel Corner. Brad Hall, welcome to Sassel Corner. That's how you come in with Andre Needham. Now on the inside, you got Adrian Wood. Adrian Wood gets stepped on now. Wow, Brad, do you want to hit the pace car, bud? Because you hit everybody else.
Brad Hall is getting pushed and shoved, and he's doing pushing and shoving. Wood losing out big time there. Unfortunately, he thought he was past by the looks of things, and he didn't see Brad Hall there. Hall had nowhere to go but straight into the side of the car.
So he's going to have to fight from the back again, and Adrian Wood's not going to be happy about that. Remember, first time out in that car, he won at Kyalami. A little bit of damage on the sideline there, a little bit further up the field. Class A battle continuing. Wayne Masters, the king of Cape Town, nowhere here at Zwartkops. Some problems for him to sort out, but this youngster, he just gets better and better as well.
Charles Smallburg is stuck in behind Gavin Ross. Gavin is trying as hard as he possibly can. But in front of this little battle, if you have a look down the road, there's Barry Kroenewald. Barry has got ahead of Jody Robertson. He's doing a great job. He's also in an under-help motor car and is practicing his heart out. I think that's a new motor that they've put in that thing, and it shows.
So as we wait for the final lap to start now, there is our leader, Lee Thompson, about to close up on the back end of Adrian Wood. And of course, it is second place that's still up for grabs. And Smallburger is very hungry, even though it is the last lap. He wants to try and find a way past Economides. But we all know how good George is at blocking and maintaining that position, considering the fact they weren't able to run with the pace of Lee Thompson. These 2 are going to scrap for the final podium.
Lee Thompson has broken away, but the race for the final, well, the second spot on the podium is not over. Baldy Mank is also just sitting there slightly further back. He's going to pick up any pieces if there are going to be any. And further through Class A, we've got Barry Kroenewald, Jody Robertson, we've got Charles Smallburger. Wayne Masters stuck down in about 9th or 10th position there.
Yeah, it's a big pity there. 10th place is where he is at the moment, and I don't think he's going to be able to get up the inside of Smallburger in the flight hand cleaner golf, because he has come to Class A and has decided, right, it's time to run with the big boys. He had a couple of seasons in the Class Cs, learnt the trade, and is now giving it to the usual contenders. Lee Thompson, a welcome return, and it's going to be a Ferodo Lee Thompson win. What a good effort there from him, building the car and coming out to race it, taking his first victory at Zwartkops. Second place, a very tight battle, but Economies won it out, and Smallberger comes through in third. Keegan Blankensee takes Class C ahead of Brad Hall, and Andre Needham in third.
I thought George was going to hang tough, but couldn't hold it.
George definitely hung on for the first 2 or 3 laps. Then seemed to drop off the pace a little bit. The Ferrari Polo seems to be very consistent. We saw that in practice in the beginning of the week. It's a car that I just slapped together in the last 3 weeks or so. Just decided to come and have a jol with my teammate Calvin van der Linde. And so far this weekend has been great for Team Ferrari.
It's race number 1 here at Zwartkops, and Class C was yours, brother. You drilled him.
Yeah, thanks. It was mad racing. Beginning, we're all tight, but eventually I think Needham had a bit of a power problem. On the straights, he just had no power, so I was able to take advantage of it soon enough, and he held up the rest of them for me, and looks like I'm going to have a good day.
Slightly bigger field in classes B and D, but nonetheless the action is going to be as good. And you can see right from the start, Calvin van der Linde, even with the roll, puts it on pole position ahead of Andrea Bate and Stuart Mack. Class D, it's Thole, and a welcome return for Jason Finney.
Jason, we never see you all year long, and then Zwartkops, you just come up out of nowhere. What's been happening?
Wow, it's been a busy year. We haven't been able to race, but Philip phoned and said he had an injury. Would I please race his car? He didn't need to ask me twice. And yeah, the car's awesome. Jody prepared a fantastic car and it's been quick all weekend.
See who keeps up that pace as we get down to turn 1 for Class B. And once again, a fantastic start from the youngster. The Calvinator hits the front. Andrea Bates going to go into turn 1 in second place. And right on her tail, it looks like Stuart Mack. We're on board with Atkinson.
Stuart Mack is going to try as hard as he possibly can. Andrea beat him in Cape Town and he wants to have a go at her now. He's going up the inside, trying to force her wide. Andrea doing a great job, runs it slightly wide. Calvin van der Linde puts his head down and off he goes already.
Take care then, bye-bye now. Here comes second start and Class D into turn 1. It's Thole around the outside. Flintstone Finney goes onto the inside, trying to hang on to Ryan Thole. Another great start there from Darren Nathan, and the Sex Trader car behind him comes Hollywood Holiday. Oh, it's all getting to grips here into turn 2, next corner. Things are getting real. Warren Muir, you go boy, that's a good car.
Now Warren trying to go around the outside of Holiday there. I wouldn't do that, Warren. Holiday can run you slightly wide just for no reason at all. In the background there we've got Wouter Roos. He's come back into the field to go and have a race again. Great job there, as you can see, as on board with Steve Hurley. Steve is behind Wouter now, trying to make his way through. Wouter goes up the inside of Warren Muir. Warren hangs it around the outside. Good stuff there, boy.
Magic stuff from those boys as they go through turn 4. You can see things. Whoa! Let's get out of shape, shall we? Oh, 1, 2, 3.
That's Greg Nichols.
Oh, and 5. Oh, that's 5 corrections in 1. Well held, Greg.
Good job there, Greg Nichols. Great coverage there for your sponsor. And this happens to be Sex Trader, though.
Alba Cruiser pulling onto the sideline. That's the end of the day for the second of the Giulio Sabatini Golfs. And you can see in the background, look at that spreading out. Holiday goes on the inside. Can he get through on Yanni van Rooyen? Van Rooyen closes the door. The Goldwagen man through Goldwagen corner keeps out Holiday. And here comes Wouter. Wouter says, okay, I'll have a go in turn 1.
Wouter and Dion, oh, they touch going in a straight line. Going into turn 1. Probably not the place to go. Wouter decided to go straight. Dion decided to go straight-ish and a little bit left. But that's okay. They get through together. Dion goes up the inside. Wouter slams the door into turn 2. And Steve Hurley sitting there around the outside going, hey, as soon as you guys decide where you're going to go, I'm going to.
You know, Holiday compromised his drive out of turn 2 there, and that's allowed Hurley to sneak through. And then it's Warren Muir just behind. So Warren sitting in the best seat in the house got perfect view of how to get around Holiday. And I think you might try something a bit later on. Front Fleder. Then we've got, this is a good start there from Darren. But a great battle happening all the way down here. Hurley is not over yet. Voucher's there. Dion Holiday hasn't disappeared either. He's still tucked in behind going, yo, we can have some more fun.
Keep in mind, the Thole is out in front of that field. They're going away, but this is the battle for the 3rd position in Class B, where you got Stuart Mack and Rory Atkins, and Rory is trying everything he knows. He also spends a lot of time practicing at this racetrack, and these guys know their way around here. Andrea, though, doing a superb job trying to catch van der Linde, who's just going away.
Dude, the one thing you would take into account, check who's in 4th place on the road for Class B. It's Quinton Thompson. He's not having a good day in the saddle. The number 1 plated driver down in 5th place in a Class B battle does not bode well for his championship and maintaining and retaining that number 1.
Sometimes it's just one of those days. You have a hard one. Back to Class D, we've got Thole, we've got Flintstone Finney, we've got in 3rd position, I think we've got the Batman from Fleder. Behind him is Darren Nathan in the Sex Trader Polo. Jason Finney, though, doing a great job right behind Ryan Thole. That's Philip Cruz's old steed or trusty steed. But let's go back on board with Steve Hurley as Yannick van Vletter goes outside, then he goes inside. Wouter Roos under pressure from Van Rooyen. Van Rooyen goes up the inside. Steve Hurley's going to go with Van Rooyen, which is going to leave Wouter on the outside for turn 4. That's the fastest one on the track. But having a look here, going up into turn 5 is Rory Atkinson. He throws it up the inside of Stuart Mack. Stuart is on the outside. Can he hold it around the outside? The tyres will be slightly dirty. And no, Rory Atkinson does it. He goes up into third.
Yeah, buries it and just keeps it on the inside, getting past Stuart Mack now. Mack has to try and come back at him. In the background, the Thompsons are coming, so look out for them. They are not too far. And then, of course, Rory Eland, who's normally at the front end, battling with Atkinson. Those two polos run very similar lap times around the circuit. But today, it's been a whole nother story. Andrea's got away, and of course, we're not even mentioning Calvin van der Linde because he has disappeared.
Calvin, unfortunately, doesn't get much coverage when he runs out in front like that. Neither does Andrea. You know, Squish Golf, she's doing a superb job in this class all of a sudden. Got a taste of the podium in Cape Town and likes it.
Certainly does. As they come out of turn 2, Renexcon corner, Peter Thompson closes onto the back end of Quinton as they come onto the back straight away. They're all trying to catch this man, Rory Atkinson. He holds the final podium position right now, and Stewie Mack and the Thompsons want that one badly.
On board though with Flintstone Finney, he goes up the inside of Ryan Thole, or right behind Ryan, doesn't touch him. Some great respect here by Jason. I would have tagged him there, but no problem.
Speaking of tagging, heads up, here comes Holiday and Roos. They go through our shot. A little bit further back, Elke van Vletter putting the pressure onto the back end here. And it looks like Ryan Ellis-Clark, he's having some great fun in the Class D battle. And that's for about 7th and 8th place in that Class D.
This is a superb class. There are about 15, 16 cars and the guys can all go. Quinton Thompson waves his dad through into turn 5. He's hoping that he can get up to the back of the podium. And Rory Atkinson is trying as hard as he can to get away. So is Stuart Mack. They are trying to get away from the Thompson boys so that it's only a 2-car battle for that 3rd position.
A little battle that's happening here has allowed these boys to get away. But now if they start having a little in-house battle, it is going to slow them down and the Thompsons will pounce. So Atkinson needs to get away from Mack. There's 6 laps to go.
And Andrea Bates still trying as hard as she possibly can. She's doing a great job. Calvin van der Linde probably just pacing himself. He's driving a very, very, very skew motor car. His father and his grandfather, Wim Henny and Lee Thompson, working really, really hard to get that car going again so that the young man could go out and get some points in his championship. And all he's doing is just sitting there gathering them at the moment.
The way he's going, you wouldn't think that the car rolled on Friday. And D-Mac Auto had to get in there as well to do a little bit of panel beating. They did a great job to make sure that it would run at the front end, and that's exactly what it's doing. About 6 seconds ahead now of Andrea Bates.
Absolutely. Ryan Thole still out in front in Class D. Flintstone Finney is trying as hard as he can. Steve Hurley goes up the inside of Van Vletter. This is into turn 8. Can he make it stick? This is the last corner onto the pit straight. Van Vletter is obviously on the outside. Oh, Wouter Roos standing next to the side of the car. Something must have gone wrong there. But have a look. Steve Hurley did make it stick. And coming with him is Van Rooyen. Did he get through? Whoa! Really close stuff there. But looks like the Batman's on the inside for turn 2. He's managed to hang on to, I think that's 4th position. Hurley goes really wide. Van Vletter puts his foot down, going up the inside. A drag race to turn 4 again.
Awesome stuff there. Golf 1, Golf 2, and a polo player in it. And it looks like Van Rooyen has probably got some really good pace. That just takes some evasive driving action on some of the moves. But look at the pace that's coming out of Van Vletter in the closing stages. Here we go. That was 1st place going through. Here's 2nd place in the Class Ds. Now in Class Bs, I should say. And now we go a little bit further back. Greg Nickel in the middle of it now as we're getting into the closing stages of the racing. And all of a sudden, Atkinson has pulled a big gap for 3rd. Stewie Mack is no longer there.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a breather there, but you never got to relax. And Nickel's getting slightly in the way of Atkinson. Atkinson's going to have to roll off of it just a little bit. And hopefully Stuart Mack is not close enough. No, he's not. Rory Atkinson goes up the inside. Greg Nichols getting in his way slightly. Atkinson clips the apex, squeezes the power on, doing a superb job there, trying to get away from Stewie Mack.
Look in the distance, Wally. You just got a glimpse of her going through turn 3. You might just get a glimpse of her turning into turn 4. Andrea Bate, another great drive from the young lady, and she is certainly getting to grips with her car. So it's this man they're all trying to beat. Calvinator in the Ferodo Golf 1. And Calvin van der Linde, once again, another dominant drive in Class B. He really is turning out to be the star of this particular category.
He's doing a superb job, but I think it's time to go to Class A. Somebody should tell his old man it's time to throw some money at that thing and move young Calvin van der Linde to Class A. They cannot catch him. Andrea is trying absolutely everything, but Kelvin van der Linde smokes them one more time ahead of Andrea, who's bouncing across the curbs in the background.
Yeah, finish up in second place. Rory Atkinson in third. In Class D, Thole hung on. Jason Finney in second. And Darren Nathan in the Sex Trader car in third.
Andrea, you found something special this year, and especially at this race. You were absolutely pinning it there.
Yeah, I think basically since last time when I ended up in the wall here at Zwartkops, everything's just gone from strength to strength. So I think it was a blessing in disguise. But Shauna, everything's working as it should be, thanks to Squish and Lee for all the help, and my dad, obviously. But it's taken, as you say, in a year, it's coming. But wow, I'm here now.
Brian, this has been awesome racing the whole year long, and to have Jay back into the racing, at least someone's been pushing you along for a change, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's lovely to have Jace back. Now he's got to just keep with us, because he does one race and he disappears and he comes back again. Come on, Jace.
No, we're going to call him Hollywood from now on, because he just gets these little guest seats every now and again. Come, Jay, we know what you can do when it comes to the whole series.
No, I'm lazy, mate. These guest drives are great. You pitch up on the day, Jody washes the car, fixes the car, I sit in a chair, get in and race, and then he chases me away for another year.
But come, dude, second place. You got to step this up. I mean, yeah, I know you can run the pace out front.
I thought I could stay with him, and it's just like 10 millimeters each corner he gets away, and eventually it builds into a lead. No, I was pushing Ryan to try and get him make a mistake, but not this time. Maybe next time.
Looking forward to seeing where that's going to happen, but right now we go to classes A and C again, and another good start from Lee Thompson off the line. Although he is pretty evenly matched into turn one. Economides into second, Mikey's into third, and, well, a change up for second and third there, as Valdi just snuck ahead and got ahead of Derek.
Absolutely. Valdi goes up the inside to be a bit defensive. He's run it slightly wide. George Economides defending as hard as he possibly can. This is turn one, or the second turn, lap one, and you can do that. A great start there by Blackensee, though. Oh, a little bit of pushing and shoving already. Blackensee and Needham pushing and shoving. Needham goes around the outside, and Brad Hall goes straight to the front. He should go defensive to protect himself into turn two. Does he do that? No. He opens the door. Needham grabs it. Blackensee left out in the open.
Sean Needham going to go with Andre, so the two Needham boys dominating at the front end. Brad Hall along the outside there. Blackensee, our pole man, has been dropped down to fourth place. Behind him, you can see the rest of the field come streaming through. Lyle Ramsey tucked in behind them as they go side by side out of turn three. Onto the back straight, it's going to be three Golf ones, three abreast, heading to four.
Oh, that is going to be insane as Wayne Masters tries to work his way through the field. He had a terrible first race, and he's trying to make amends. Derek Smallberger, Eddie Rodriguez, Wayne Masters, they are probably fourth, fifth, and sixth. Lee Thompson still out in front. This time a little bit more pressure from Economides, though.
See that John Kerber hasn't lost the grip there. The Wins Golf still flying high just behind Smallberger. He wants to go with Derek if he can. Valdi needs to try and bridge that gap, though. These two are getting away, and if Economides and Thompson get away, it's going to be game over for these two as they come into the next corner. Thompson hanging on to the lead, and look at how much pressure is being put on there by the Wealth Avenue machine of George Economides.
George Economides sitting right behind Lee Thompson. Valdi Manke slightly further back. Derek Smallberger, Jean Kerber, these guys are going to have to put their head down. Although if Lee and George start to scrap, fourth, fifth, and sixth position will become a scrap for first place really quickly.
The hassle that they've got, though, is that's not the kind of thing as we go on board with Derek Smallberger, the unleaded Huff racing machine, through turn four, closing up on the Albatross Motors car of Valdi Mikey's. I was going to say, in the background, John Kerber running a little bit wide, just keeping it real though, only just, and onto the back stuff. But here comes late braking is required, and that's exactly what Rodriguez does. He brings Masters along for the ride. Masters just helping him through turn 5. It looks like he might help him through turn 6 too.
Masters is trying to help him through everything he possibly can. He wants fast. If he can't go around him, he's going to probably go through him. Lee Thompson and George Economides are driving absolute wheels off those motor cars. They're trying as hard as they possibly can, to get away from Valdi Mankies. He has a look. Every time he has a look going into turn 1, Lee Thompson's probably thinking, no ways, bro.
Yeah, they go for turn 2, next corner. There's a move from Economides. He goes on the inside. Oh, there's something wrong. Thompson's car is slowing down. Lee Thompson's car has broken the back left shock. Looks like there's a problem on the back left-hand side of that car, and Valdi now gets promoted up to second.
He can't probably believe his luck. The Wealth Avenue machine has just been gifted the first position. Lee Thompson's probably spitting snakes at the moment, but Lee, hey, what can you expect, buddy? You arrived, you had a go, and there it is.
Now, one victory in the bag is not too shabby, but DNF will mean a little bit of work still to be done on that car, but we know how good he is at preparing cars. Speaking of good, here comes Wood, looking for a way past Needham. Needham goes defensive. Oh, a little bit of rookie tape nearly gets torn off. by Adrian Wood as he comes onto the back straight and takes third place. What does he? Oh, wow, that's awesome. Through turn 4, side by side. That usually ends up in tears.
Adrian Wood is trying everything he possibly can, but Needham, the rookie, I don't know if he knows how hard you can crash going around the outside. He obviously doesn't. He has a look up the inside now. Wood has to slam the door really, really tightly, but this is the battle for the last step on the podium.
Certainly is. Third place up for grabs here in Class C, and nothing in it between these guys. And I'll tell you something, Brad Hall's not out of it either. He just got forced wide in the early stages, but he's come right back, and he's on the back end of Sean Needham. Lyle Ramsey's coming along for the ride too. So there is nothing in it between these top 5 cars in Class C.
Brad Hall's probably just sitting there waiting for an error from Needham. That is what happens with a rookie. Out in front though, we've got the other Needham ahead of Blackensea, who's trying as hard as he possibly can to get back here. They touched earlier in the start, and he wants to make amends.
Well, let's see whether or not they can keep it all together with the kind of pace that's coming out of Adrian Wood. He's the fastest man on track in Class C at this stage, and he's closing the gap down to second place, which is, as you said, Keegan Blackensea. Back to the front end though of Class A, and it's the Wealth Avenue machine of George Economides who goes through Goldwagen corner and leads out the Class A battle.
I don't think George must relax too much, because Voldy he's smelt the victory and he's trying as hard as he can. Listen to that. He's going to squeeze it on as hard as he possibly can, use up all the road and brake as late as he can. George on the brakes, Voldy on the brakes, down through the box, into the corner they go, and there we go, a little bit of wheel spin. Oh! Something wrong! Something wrong. George Economides' car as well. He's going to stop just ahead of Lee Thompson's motor car. Voldy goes to the lead.
Voldy goes to the lead now. Another gift there from George Economides. I'm going to be happy about that, but that also promotes up Derek Smallberger. He goes to second. Here's the third place battle now, and Masters goes to fourth. Sneaking through on John Gerber. He's tucked in behind Rodriguez, and Rodriguez's sponsors on the sideline must be thinking to himself, well, we've had a tough season so far, but all of a sudden our boy is now back onto the podium.
I wouldn't write Barry Groenewald off. He's sitting there, and there it is. He goes up the inside. Barry flicks it up the inside. John Gerber has lost 2 positions in 2 corners. He goes back at Barry. Do they touch? Yes, a little bit of a touch. Barry catches it. John Gerber is all over the back of Barry Groenewald. An opportunist move there by Barry, but a great job.
Second place now is Derek Smallberger. He can see that Voldy Mikey's leading with 2 laps to go. He's got to close down on him if he wants to take a victory in the unleaded machine. Albatross Motors goes through. Then behind them it's SEW Eurodrive of Eddie Rodriguez. Wayne Masters looks dangerous. He's made up a lot of ground in the second race, and you can see he might even just sneak through and give Rodriguez a good run.
Rodriguez is not going to give that one away. He hasn't had some decent finishes this year, and he wants this one. A podium is going to be what he's aiming at. So is Wayne Masters. But out in front, Voldy Mankies is going to drive the widest polo you've ever seen in your life.
Well, check out in front of Class C. It's Adrian Wood sneaking on the inside, looking for a way through on Blackensea. He goes to the inside line here now for turn 2, Rexcott corner, and takes second place away. Blackensea, rookie mistake there from the Carter. He just left the door wide open, and our other little Carter said, right, you don't leave the door open for me like that, but I'm going to take it. Second place, done and dusted.
I think Adrian Wood was coming through, come hell or high water. He would have gone around the outside of Blackensea if he could, or if he needed to, but he wants Needham. He's off after Needham right now.
Ultravision man out front is Andre Needham. He's in the front of this race, and right now with a lap and a half to go, there's not much in it and not much time for Adrian Wood to try and bridge that gap.
Back to the final lap here. Class A, the back runners in Class A. We've got Gavin Ross. He's chasing Quinton Needham. The Needham's all over the show. There's 2 in Class C. There's 1 in Class A. The Needham family is spending a lot of money in this Goldwagen Challenge. Great job done by that family.
Andy Gossman just ahead of them and Isak Kronier just behind them. So this is the battle for what is going to be about 9th and 10th place on the road. There goes Gossman. Needham still being under pressure from Gavin Ross. The Norbrake man has been a long-time contender in this category and loves life being in a good dice. Great dice at the front though, but it's going to be one out. And Voldy Mikey's gifted a victory here, but he's going to take it nonetheless. The checkered flag comes out from Henry the Flag, and Derek Smallberger will come through in second place. Rodriguez in third. Wayne Masters finishes up just behind him, and Barry Groenewald makes up the top 5 in Class A. Class C, it was Needham who hung on. Adrian Wood in second place, Blackensea in third, Brad Hall and James Hurley, your top 5.
Voldy, long time coming, but man, you worked for that one. Tell me what happened. The guys were just falling off in front of you.
Yes, I mean, it wasn't my own doing. I mean, they had some mechanical problems, but, win is a win, and I'll take it. I had a very good start. It's great. Pipped Derek on the start and got third, and then just sat behind these guys and just decided to do sort of
same sort of lap times, consistent. And yes, we were a little bit slower than the first heat because it was a little bit warmer, but great.
Andre, Class C has been phenomenal this season. Today, particularly, been crazy good, and it's really been hard to get to the front, but you made it through in race number 2.
Yes, at last. My first race wasn't that good. Second race, I got one of those jet starts again. And then at lap 3, I saw my best friend Georgie Konomidis next to the track, and I thought, this is my day. I just need to finish. So I kept it on the black stuff, and that's it. I got it.
Final race of Goldwagen Challenge, classes B and D, race 2, and 10 laps of action about to head into turn 1. Once again, Calvin van der Linde, another phenomenal start, but Atkinson is the man and gets around Andrea Bate and is going to go in for next corner in second place.
Andrea on the outside of turn 2, which is the wrong place to be. Atkinson goes up the inside. Oh, Elna Cruz also getting stuck right back in it, but she's also gone around the outside, probably made up 1 or 2 positions. He's in right behind Quinton Thompson.
As Class D get underway, and once again it's going to be a battle between Finney and Thole. Finney's going to win out, gets the whole shot. Then Darren Nathan in the Sex-Trader car. Hurley goes through in the Coney Shocks machine. He's there in 4th place and trying to keep out Yanni van Rooyen and Hollywood Holiday.
Jason Finney goes slightly defensive. Darren Nathan goes in up the inside. Holiday up the inside. Van Vletter has a look even tighter than Holiday. There's no tar there, but you've got to stay on the tarmac. But Hurley has his head down. He's got Yanni van Rooyen right behind him. He wants a decent position this time.
So that's the top 5. You can see that in a small gap to the second 5. Here comes late braking Elan looking for a way on the inside. Can he sneak through? Oh, that was so close. How did he not get through there? That's awesome bit of driving. We're on board with Andrea Bate. Looking back at Stewie Mack now. And Stuart Mack is having one of the best drives of his season. He's going to have to stay with Andrea because she got away from him in the first one.
If he can hang on to her, then it's going to be a race for second. But Andrea wants to go at Rory Atkinson. Out in front though, we've still got Calvin van der Linde. He's gone away. But in Class D, we've still got Flintstone Finney. Ryan Thole stuck right behind him. Thole goes inside. Darren Nathan sitting right there as well. Behind them is Steve Hurley, Yanni van Rooyen and Dion Holiday.
Dion Holiday putting the pressure onto Yanni van Rooyen, the Goldwagen man. Once again going through Goldwagen corner as they come across to complete the lap. It is Jason Finney who leads this one out. Thole is losing a little bit of ground there. The battle is probably going to be for this position as they come through. Hollywood Holiday taking on Van Vletter. Right behind them comes Warren Muir. And man, are we going to have a good one. Dion Kraus also in that little mix.
There are battles everywhere. Class B, they're battling as well. Stuart Mack is trying as hard as he possibly can to keep Rolly Eland. Peter Thompson sitting behind them. Dion Kraus behind him. But have a look here. Here comes Eland again. Up the inside. Which one stops better? It's the Golf one that stops better than the Polo. He's managed to hang on there. He's probably decided, if I start scrapping now, we're going to lose touch with the front runners.
And he wants to get onto the back end and start scrapping with Bates so he can slow her down. Right now, there's just enough gap for Andrea to concentrate on getting past Atkinson for second place. Now she tries something here, not quite close enough just yet. Speaking of close, there's a move.
Thole
much
goes
closer
up
than
the
that.
Yeah, Thole throws it up the inside of Flintstone Finney, and Darren Nathan sitting right in behind him. Now he's going to get involved in the scrap as well. Behind him is Hurley. Thole now has to put his head down and go. Otherwise, Finney's going to come back at him. There it is. He has a look at the inside. Is it going to be now? No. He decides to follow him through turn 8. Gets right up behind Ryan Thole, probably pushing him out there. Just a little bit of push and shove. That's what racing's about, eh?
Yeah, rubbing's racing, as we always say. But it looks like Jason Finney's left window's actually starting to come loose there a little bit. So that might just affect him and might be a little bit of a hindrance as they come onto the brakes for the next con. Here comes Darren Nathan. Nathan putting massive pressure on. The Sex-Trader car is back in it. And Giulio Sabatini machine of Finney is going to have to go defensive now. That is a problem there for Jason Finney because you cannot go defensive and try and attack.
Nathan probably thinking both the front and the rear bumper on those cars are orange. So trading paint is not going to be a big problem here. Andrea goes up the inside of Rory. Sorry to completely change it. Andrea throws it up the inside of Rory Atkinson. That was into turn 5. Can she hang on, or is he on the outside? No, he slotted in behind her. She's gone into second place. Great job.
She squished through there. There's no doubt about that, getting into that second place. And right on her tail now. Atkinson wants back. The flight hand cleaner man is not going to let her get away with it. She's definitely going to have her hands full now as they come in. It looks like a little bit of overfill there on the petrol. As they came through Goldwagen corner, you could see the fuel coming out of the car and just spilling out of the cap there.
That's just a James Bond move from the squish car. Have a look there. Push the button, spray the moisture, but let's go back to the real racing. The real racing here between Ryan Thole and Jason Finney, Darren Nathan stuck right behind him. This is like crazy closeness. These guys are going at it as hard as they can. Finney is so close to Tole, he probably can't even see the back bumper. He goes up the inside. Is this going to make it stick? Darren goes behind Ryan. Finney throws it up the inside. Ryan's probably going to go up the inside of him there. There it is. Finney runs wide. Ryan goes up the inside. Darren Nathan probably sitting there going, hey, would somebody please get going?
Yeah, we need to just have a line so I can follow one of you through there, please. That would help me out a huge amount.
But yeah,
side by side, Golf 1 and Polo player. Here comes the second Polo player and 3 Polo players. In fact, as Hurley is not too far off this battle. Right though, on the inside. Darren's going to go with him. Oh, helps him through turn 4 a little bit. Tappity tap tap as they went through there. But Finney's on the outside line and he's going to lose drive. And now it is Jason Finney alongside him. Here comes Tole. Watch for the orange nose. Will he sneak through? Yes, he will. Awesome driving from Darren. And here comes Hurley too.
Hurley throws it up the inside as well. Finney has gone from first to about third or fourth. Probably fourth because Hurley goes up the inside. Can he make it stick? Finney goes around the outside, which will put him in the right position for turn 8. Can he hang on to it? He runs it on the lawn. Having a look here. Hurley looks up to his left and goes, why doesn't this want to go away?
There's a move. A move for the lead as well. Darren Nathan, Sex Trader car, takes the Pren Properties Polo of Ryan Thole into Goldwagen. Hurley's got through. He's managed to make it stick now. And Jason Finney, from leading this race, has now gone all the way back down to 4th place. And 3 Polo players are right in front of him.
I'm sure Jason Finney's got a big smile on his face thinking, how's this for racing? Come back to racing and get into a scrap like this, that's insane stuff. I'm sure Jason Finney has not finished though. He's going to go back at them. Hurley is trying as hard as he can. Darren Nathan is going to be under massive pressure now. That Sex Trader car, I'm sure he's going to make it as wide as he possibly can. But if he slows it down too much, Johnny van Rooyen, who's running in 5th, will be involved as well.
I was about to say, Johnny van Rooyen is not too far back, but speaking of far back, this man's not too far back either. Atkinson still keeping the pressure on. Andrew Lane runs him in wide. He's got on the inside. Andrew's gone 4 wheels on the dirt. Comes back, and will Rory give her a little bit of space? I don't think he will. He's going to go through and retake 2nd place. That's great driving and a bit opportunistic, but definitely made it stick where it counted.
Absolutely. Andrea makes a big mistake. Runs a lot out of talent there a little bit, eh, Andrea? Come now. Let's put your head down and focus hard. You got to try and catch the guy in front, not the person in 2nd place. Rory wants Van der Linde as well, but I'm sure he's probably about a half a lap away.
So as they come through now, here comes the battle for Class D, and man, there's nothing in it still. Here comes Hurley. Hurley's going to try and squeeze through on Thole for 2nd place. He puts the Cody machine on the inside, but even those Cody shocks couldn't keep him on the inside there for that long because the Pren Properties machine. But here he comes back at Redexcon corner. Oh, he's going to try 1. He tries a 2. Let's see if he gets it right at turn 4.
Oh, Thole flicks it into turn 2, losing a little bit of drive there on Darren Nathan, getting it slightly sideways. Finney's sitting there going, come on guys, we're losing out. But this is the Ferraro Golf leading out Class B. Kelvin van der Linde is miles ahead in Class B.
10 seconds ahead, 4 seconds quicker than in the first race. That's because we had Rory Atkinson and Bate just battling that much harder in this 2nd race, but a great dice nonetheless between them for that 2nd place. But it is the Class B victory once again to Kelvin van der Linde and the Ferraro Golf. He comes through there ahead of Atkinson, who won out that battle with Bate, Thompson and Thompson, 4 and 5, and Darren Nathan takes Class D.
Calvin, once again, the perfect day. You are drilling these guys. I mean, it's going to be, I think we have to take a B off this and put an A pretty soon.
No, we had a good day. I think from the shunt we had yesterday, it's a good recovery. Just a big thanks to Derek Mee from DMAC Waterbody, just for getting the car as good as he could and fixing it up, getting it ready for qualifying, and now we're here, and it's been a great finish to a tough weekend.
Ryan was all over you at one stage. He dived it up the inside. It would have got exciting if Steve Hurley had got involved, but the two of you managed to think a little bit and get it to the end.
Yes, absolutely. I saw Steve coming back at us at a rapid pace, and I thought, okay, here it comes. We're running out of time. Let's get our heads into gear and get out of here and leave Steve behind. And yeah, fortunately paid off.
Well, we'll meet you down in East London on the 16th of July there, Darren. Georgie Konomides and Kelvin van der Linde, all square at the top and all still to play for. Big thanks to Goldwagen for this magnificent action from the Goldwagen Challenge at Zwartkops, round 5 of the Pro Tour.